Hi guys, it's Dylan from Bijou Diamond Jewelry in London, and today we've got a super special video. Today we are launching our new Perlon straps. So as with all my videos, let's go back in time and have a look at why we created these Perlon straps. If you've watched any of my other videos, you probably know that I don't really like watch bracelets. I tend to wear my watches on a strap and change out the bracelet for a strap. Kind of three main reasons, in fact, why I do that. The first reason is that it's a little bit more low profile in terms of it's not so obvious that you're wearing an expensive watch when it's on a strap. If you're wearing it on a bracelet, the bracelet tends to reflect a lot of light and look very expensive and attract a lot of attention. And personally, that's not really what I like. I kind of like to keep a lower profile. The next reason is comfort. I usually find that the straps are much more of a comfortable option versus a bracelet. Sometimes the bracelet can pinch and pull hairs. Buckles on bracelets can also be a little bit uncomfortable as well. And third and final reason is personally I find straps look much better. I find them more stylish and they just suit generally a watch case a lot better than a bracelet does. But that's my personal opinion. I know lots of people do agree with me, but lots of people also disagree. So when I was looking for straps, Perlon straps really were the ones that fit my requirements the best. I looked at NATO straps and leather straps, etc., and they just didn't quite fit what I was looking for as well as Perlon straps. And because I started wearing Perlon straps and buying them for myself, it generated a lot of interest. I used to get, or I still do get a lot of interest in the straps that I wear. And not just from my friends, family, not just from our clients at Bijou Diamond Jewelry, but also from you guys from YouTube. I get lots and lots and lots of questions asking where are my straps from, where can you buy them? So at this point we discussed as a company whether or not we could create something that was even better than what I was buying for myself. And we knew that Perlons really were the best place to start, but we knew they had issues. But the reasons why we knew Perlons were the best place to start was that we really wanted to offer a low-cost option for people so that they were able to buy multiple straps for the same price of one strap from a normal manufacturer, or one leather strap or one rubber strap. Another factor was that we really wanted to make sure they were easy to install or to fit on your watch. We wanted to find a strap that didn't really require a jeweler to put it on, and we also wanted a strap that meant that you could change it as much as you wanted to. If you wanted to change it 4 or 5 times a day, then you can. And really, the Perlon straps are the best answer to that again, as they just slip underneath the lugs or the lug pins on the watch. And that was a really cool thing for us because it meant really that people could buy multiple straps, have them in a collection for much less than the price of one strap from another brand, and be able to use them on all their different watches as well. For example, our straps are 20mm wide, so that fits almost all of the Rolexes in their collection, several watches from Patek Philippe, several watches from Omega. It's just a very, very standard lug width, 20mm. So it means that you can actually share the same strap for all the watches in your collection. It also meant that people could take away with them 5 straps on holiday, and it really doesn't take up any room in your baggage, and they're also incredibly light. So the most important thing for us really, other than just establishing that Perlon straps were the best answer to this, was actually to improve the Perlon straps that were already out there on the market. We knew that they weren't good enough quality because we did our own tests internally and also tested it with certain clients as well. And we had the same sort of feedback from most people, and we split it down really to 2 parts, the buckle and the strap itself. And most people found that the buckle on standard Perlon straps were almost like Coke can openers, very, very flimsy. They can bend as well because they're made from brass. They're also chrome plated brass, so over time, the more you wear them, that chrome plating wears away, and underneath it reveals kind of an orangey look, which looks really unattractive and not very nice. Definitely not a luxurious product. The finishing on the buckles was also not very nice. Firstly, they were stamped, so they're just stamped by one machine that makes thousands and thousands of them all at once. And because of that, it leaves quite sharp edges around on certain buckles in certain production runs. They can really dig into your skin and leave kind of indentations in your skin, which is really uncomfortable. They also have a really poor finish, as in the actual chrome finish is very, very poor looking. It's not perfect, it's kind of bobbly, it's not like a mirror polish at all, it's not very attractive. And also the actual strap itself, so the second part that we were looking at, the actual strap itself, the weave that was used feels quite flimsy and thin. Definitely doesn't feel a particularly luxurious product. And that was the general consensus we were getting from our clients and people we were showing them to, was that the quality of the watch was not matched by the strap. So we started looking at ways to improve these two factors. And we started with the buckle. We knew that the buckle really couldn't bend because it was just such a basic thing that it just felt so unluxurious and almost a little bit unsafe to put your watch on a buckle that really bends around and feels like a Coke can opener. That was a really important thing for us, that it couldn't bend. We also wanted to have a different finish on the buckle as well. And so we started to look at different materials, and we realized that the best material really for us was going to be 316L stainless steel, which is actually what's used on certain watches. So we knew that the quality that the owner would observe on their watch would be carried down to the buckle. So there was kind of a bit more consistency in the design there. It wasn't so out of place like a poor product on a very luxurious watch. So the 316L stainless steel added some really great features for us. One of them being that it wouldn't bend at all. It's an incredibly strong metal. It also has a very high hardness rating on the Rockwell scale, which means it is very scratch resistant. Which brings me on to the next point, which is we really wanted to finish the buckle to a very high level. And we decided that the best finish to place on the buckles was a high mirror polish. The reason being is most watches in the industry feature some sort of accents in mirror polish, whereas not all watches feature a brushed finish. So this mirror finish we're able to achieve because firstly it's solid 316L steel, which means that you're not polishing away at any sort of chrome plating and it won't wear away over time and have that kind of nasty discolored look. But also the fact that it has such a high hardness rating means that it maintains that high polish, that high mirror polish for a very long time. Another great thing and reason why we use 316L steel, stainless steel, is the fact it has a lower nickel rating than 904L steel like Rolex uses. The advantage to a lower nickel rating is that with certain people, in fact one of our clients that we have has an allergy to nickel, and sometimes Rolex bracelets can give them a reaction, or gives him a reaction. So we wanted to make sure we had a buckle that he could wear that would not give him a reaction, because the nickel content in 316L steel is much lower than that of Rolex's 904L steel. And then to add a nice little detail, a nice luxurious detail on the strap, we laser engraved our logo. It's just a nice little touch, kind of just like we do with our jewelry. We always add a little personal touch. And then we moved on to the strap and looked at ways we could improve on the strap. This is probably the area where we had the most complaints from about standard Perlon straps. And the reason being is because they just feel so thin and kind of flimsy, not so strong. And people who were putting sort of £50,000 watches on these straps when we were showing them to them really didn't feel comfortable wearing them on those straps. So what we did with the straps was we changed the material slightly, but we completely changed the way the strap itself is actually weaved. We used our own duo weave technology to change up this design, and it basically involves double weaving the yarn, and also the actual micro weave on the strap is completely different as well. The duo weave technology adds almost double the thickness to the strap. It also increases the comfort drastically and also greatly improves the strength of the strap as well. And all of these things combined together really create a much more of a luxurious feel when it's on your wrist, and definitely a higher level of security as well when you're wearing it. They feel totally different to a standard Perlon strap. Once you go duo weave, you'll never go back. So I've been super excited about this for a really long time, and it's been super hard for me to keep this quiet and not give it away early. But we really wanted to perfect the Perlon straps before we released them, make sure that they were the best they could possibly be. And that's taken a little bit of time to do. We've got 18 brilliant colors available that will suit almost anyone's needs and almost anyone's watches. So there's definitely an option for everyone to really enjoy. Not just that, but there's also the opportunity for you to build a little collection of these straps. Again, a lot less than the price of just one strap from another brand. The beauty of them really is that you can wear them on such a range of watches, and you can keep them from years and years and years and years. You can wear them on almost all of the watches in your collection as long as they feature a 20mm lug width. And that is literally from a Casio all the way up to a Patek Philippe minute repeater and all the watches in between. So there's plenty of options for you to wear these straps on. These straps were really born from my love of straps and also our love at Bijou Diamond Jewelry of watches and luxury products. and we really wanted to create an affordable luxury product that's accessible to everyone. Thanks guys for watching. Please go check out our straps online. The link will be in the description. If you have any questions, then please don't hesitate to contact us. We'd be happy to help.